Can we, creatures of the land, drink directly from the vast blue ocean? The ocean covers most of our planet. It teems with life and holds immense power. This great body of water, so vital for Earth's climate and ecosystems, is not a welcoming drink for a thirsty human. The primary reason we cannot drink ocean water is its high salt content. Seawater contains, on average, about 3.5% salt. This means that every litre of seawater holds around 35 grams of dissolved salts. Our bodies, in contrast, require a much lower concentration of salt to function properly. The kidneys, our natural filters, can only process salt in very dilute solutions. Drinking seawater introduces far too much salt for these remarkable organs to handle safely. Imagine you are stranded, desperate for water, and the salty ocean is all you see. If you were to drink this seawater, a dangerous process would begin inside your body. Instead of quenching your thirst, the salt water would begin to draw water out of your cells. This is because your body would try to dilute the excess salt. To flush out the extreme amount of salt ingested from seawater, your kidneys would need to use more water than you drank. This leads, tragically, to further dehydration. The very act of trying to hydrate with seawater makes you lose more water. This ultimately results in severe dehydration, kidney damage, and can, in time, be fatal. The ocean, in this sense, is a deceptive mirage for the thirsty. Despite the dangers of drinking seawater directly, human ingenuity has found ways to unlock the fresh water hidden within it. This remarkable process is called desalination. It is the method of removing salts and other minerals from saline water, such as seawater or brackish water. For millennia, people have sought ways to make salty water drinkable. Today, advanced technologies allow us to do this on a much larger scale than ever before. Desalination plants are now a beacon of hope for many arid regions around the world, transforming the undrinkable into a life-sustaining resource. One of the most common and effective methods of modern desalination is called reverse osmosis. This technique uses high pressure to force seawater against a special membrane. This membrane acts like an extremely fine filter. It has microscopic pores that are large enough to allow water molecules to pass through. However, these pores are too small for the larger salt molecules and other impurities. So fresh, potable water emerges on one side, while the concentrated salt solution, known as brine, remains on the other. It is a clever use of physics and material science. Another widely used method is thermal distillation. This process mimics the natural water cycle of evaporation and condensation, but in a controlled industrial setting. Seawater is heated until it turns into steam or water vapor. The steam rises, leaving the salts and minerals behind because they do not evaporate with the water. This steam is then collected and cooled down. As it cools, it condenses back into liquid water, now pure and fresh. Many countries, particularly those in arid and semi-arid regions, rely heavily on desalination. Nations in the Middle East, like Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates and Israel, are pioneers in this field. They have built some of the world's largest and most advanced desalination plants. These facilities provide a significant portion of their freshwater needs, supporting cities, agriculture and industry in lands where natural freshwater is incredibly scarce. Australia and parts of the United States, such as California, also employ desalination to supplement their water supplies, especially during droughts. While desalination offers a vital lifeline, it's not without its considerable challenges. One of the most significant hurdles is the high cost involved. Building a desalination plant requires substantial investment in infrastructure, specialized materials, and advanced technology. Furthermore, the operational costs can also be very steep. These plants need continuous maintenance and skilled personnel to run them efficiently. For many developing nations, or even poorer communities within wealthier countries, the expense of desalination can be prohibitive, making it an inaccessible solution to their water woes. Another major concern is the immense amount of energy required to power desalination processes. Both reverse osmosis and thermal distillation are energy-intensive. This high energy consumption often translates into a heavy reliance on fossil fuels, which contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. Unless powered by renewable energy sources, large-scale desalination can inadvertently worsen the very environmental problems that exacerbate water scarcity. The environmental impact of desalination extends beyond energy use. A significant byproduct of the process is brine, a highly concentrated saltwater solution. Disposing of this brine is a serious challenge. When it is discharged back into the ocean, this dense salty water can sink and spread across the seabed. This can harm local marine ecosystems, affecting organisms that are not adapted to such high salinity levels. The chemicals used in pre-treating seawater and cleaning membranes can also be present in the brine, adding to its potential toxicity for marine life. Furthermore, the intake systems of desalination plants can also pose a threat to marine organisms. Vast quantities of seawater are drawn into the plants. Small marine creatures such as plankton, fish larvae, and tiny crustaceans can be sucked in along with the water. This process, known as impingement and entrainment, can disrupt local food webs and negatively impact marine biodiversity. So, is desalination the definitive answer to our planet's growing thirst? It is certainly an important tool in our water management toolkit, especially for regions with no other viable options. Technological advancements are continually making desalination more efficient and slightly less costly. However, to view it as a universal panacea for all water shortages would be to overlook its significant drawbacks and the importance of other solutions. It is crucial to compare desalination with the imperative of protecting and conserving our existing freshwater sources. Rivers, lakes, and groundwater aquifers are our planet's natural reservoirs. Preventing pollution of these water bodies, restoring wetlands, harvesting rainwater, and using water more efficiently in agriculture and industry are all vital strategies. Protecting what nature provides is often the most sustainable and economically sensible path forward for the majority of communities. The future of water security likely lies in a balanced and integrated approach. Desalination will undoubtedly play a crucial role in specific contexts, helping communities adapt to increasing water stress. However, it should be pursued alongside and not instead of vigorous efforts in water conservation, recycling, and the sustainable management of natural freshwater systems. The path to a water-secure future demands not only technological innovation, but also a profound respect for our planet's finite freshwater resources and a commitment to their careful stewardship. Follow ActNow for planetearth.com